Hey Virgo, what's up? Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your professional life, job, career, business from the 7th to the 13th of April 2025. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. This is for Virgo. Let's see where cards want to take us today. Okay, Virgo. All right, Virgo. What's happening out here is that for a lot of you, you're clinging on to control. It feels like there was a wish, there was a desire for a project, a job, a venture to work out in your favor. Now, either you were too unrealistic, which is why it didn't work out, or then you didn't put in enough effort, okay, which is why something didn't work out. But it does feel like a wish turned out to be a nightmare, right? And now what you're doing is you are staying in the same pattern. You still are clinging on to control for sure, okay? You're clinging on to control for sure, but the problem here is that even though you're walking away, admitting defeat, but you are still avoiding a proper solution. You are still holding on to a peaceful resolution. So you see what I'm saying? You made a choice, Virgo. It was a wrong choice, okay? Something didn't work out in your favor. Something stopped working out, all right? And it was a disaster. Now, instead of admitting defeat and walking away from that disaster, what you're doing is trying to avoid it even more. It's like you're trying to avoid confrontation of some sort. You're trying to avoid, or you're trying to run from something. So I get a very avoidance strategy that you are holding on to this week out here. And that is telling me that you're clinging on to control. Agreed that the universe is kind of, there are some kind of events coming towards you which you feel are not in your favor. But believe me, there is something out here that is actually working in your favor, but you may not see it as working in your favor right now. So if you have to walk away from something, Virgo, or shut something down, or just move on from something in terms of a job or business or a project, the universe is intentionally doing it because it's not meant for you. Okay. Let's see what happened in the past. Now, in the past, I feel there was some kind of financial crisis. In the past, I do feel there was some kind of situation where you could have been laid off from a job, your business probably dropped, or you invested into something and it didn't work out. But I do feel like a situation where you felt financially like, oh my God, there is severe distress. Okay. But see, that's what I'm saying. The funny part is you kept moving forward, kept moving forward, kept moving forward, right? There was a new opportunity that came towards you, Virgo, in the past. And whatever opportunity came towards you, it was a very promising financial opportunity that was headed your way. However, you chose to put in all your effort, all your desire, and you chose to put in all your effort into a project or into something which was more like a shortcut to making money. So you weren't putting all your effort in the right direction in the past. Although an opportunity was presented to you, okay, you had a new opportunity. This could be in the form of a new job, a new project, whatever it was very small. Okay, it was very small, probably even a package was very small, and you were like, oh my God, the package is so small, or the job is, the business opportunity is so small, I don't know when it's going to grow, so I'd rather just stay where I am. Okay, so that's what you did. But again, whatever situation you were in, your hard work, your effort was misdirected and it wasn't paying you off. Okay, I feel you were taking shortcuts to something out here. And for the worst is you were working on a situation which you did not want to stay in. That's what you were doing in the past. So you stayed in a stale situation. The universe gave you an option. Okay, wind up and walk away. Or then if you want to stay, then put in all your effort, put in all your dedication. But you chose the middle way. You didn't walk away also, and you didn't put in effort also. And you missed an opportunity also of towards something new. Now, before we move forward, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnimo@gmail.com. Okay. Let's see. In the current situation, what's happening? Still having a hard time transitioning into something, into a new phase. Still having a hard time moving forward, and still having a hard time leaving a past or leaving a situation that you are attached to. What is happening out here right now is, to be very honest out here, the truth be told, Virgo, you are jumping from one frying pan into another. That's what's happening. Look at that, Six of Pentacles reverse. You are staying in a situation or a job that does not value you, that does not pay you off, a business that is a complete loss, or a project that is not going to give you back the amount of returns, the amount of investment that you're making. There is no returns back, okay, or very, very little returns out here. Yeah, see, and there is no growth. That's what you're doing. But you still seem to be working on that situation over and over and over and over again. So whatever situation you are sticking to right now, it feels like you're sticking to a situation out here that is dull, boring, and it's just gambling. You're in a very risky investment right now, Virgo. You're gambling with your professional life right now. You're taking risky investments, all right? So whatever you're doing right now has no growth, has no potential, has nothing. But it's just, you're just taking a very, very big risk. You're gambling with yourself. You're gambling with your money. You're gambling with the future of your career. This is a warning, to be honest. Okay, now, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnimo@gmail.com. Okay, let's see the best potential outcome. Very soon, by the end of the week, you are going to have to make a very, very important decision. Okay, a big important choice is going to be presented to you. Very important thing you need to understand out here is that this is one thing to remember, that you are not going to be able to have both. If there is something that you're doing right now and it's not paying you off, and there is another new opportunity coming towards you, you are not going to be able to do both. You can't be like, okay, I continue investing into that risky investment and I start up something new. You're not going to be able to do both. The universe is pushing you that I'm giving this opportunity, move towards something fresh, move towards something exciting, okay, move towards some kind of adventure, move towards some kind of something that will make your heart flutter, okay, like don't stay in stale situations, but you continue investing into the wrong places. So this is something that you need to know. I've seen a lot of people comment, oh, what a negative reading, like, oh, I feel so demotivated, I don't even feel like seeing the reading. This is what you're doing, my friend. This is what you're doing. I am not scripting this. I shuffle the cards in front of you every single time I open the card. This is what you're doing. So this is what you need to know. If you think the reading is so negative, try and get something positive out of it. Try and get the advice out here. Okay. Every card that I talk about, every description that I do has an advice within it. Okay. I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to help you out with your professional life. Okay. If you find me rude, just don't watch my channel. Okay. But because I'm so involved in the reading, I start to get, like very deep into it. So what I'm seeing out here by the end of the week is that you continue investing into a bad investment. Okay. This is bad investment. This is bad debts. This is something that your money is down for sure. You're making a very, very wrong investment and you're continuing to invest it, even though you have a choice of something better, which is actually something that you should be doing. Whatever you're doing right now is only short-term gratification, but the long-term challenge or the long-term solution or the long-term decision that you need to make is the other decision that you refuse to make, Virgo. Okay, so yeah, Six of Cups in reverse, clinging on to the past, holding on to the past, holding on to your glory days. A lot of you may feel that, no, I've invested into this before, it's just a phase, it'll get back together again. But very, very, very rare chances that something will get back to as good it was. Okay, so it's best for you to move forward.